what even is reality? And I think this is especially pertinent right now as we deal with a whole bunch of political issues. Like we realize how dangerous it is to live in an environment where people basically make up their own reality. People that have been conditioned to basically make stuff up that fits their rhetoric and then push it so hard that people actually believe it. The truth is that many of these people have been doing it since they've been children. They've been raised in an environment where they've been conditioned to think that it's okay. They've been conditioned to think that it's okay to take all of the things that they should be accountable for and give them to other people. The behavior itself breeds. Basically, what this is doing as a human is allowing you to malform your perception of reality to ensure that you can take that nasty energy that you don't want to feel and give it to another person. Take the anger from your bad day and give it to your wife. Take the anger from the fact that you haven't been laid in the past year and give it to a political movement. The list of instances would be long and probably terrifying, but it all comes back to the same thing: projection. These concepts can be intermingled quite often. But the way that I see it is projection is the action from the abuser. And projection actually can be positive or negative. But projection is individuals' tendency to manipulate their reality based on their perception. So projects their thoughts, feelings, interpretations onto their reality. Projection is the action taken from the abuser. Gaslighting is the impact that it has on the victim. Bob projected his reality onto Mary. Mary was gaslit by Bob's projection. The gaslighting, if it works, malforms the victim's viewpoint of reality, and thus their projected reality is now different too. And you know what comes out of them? Rose-colored glasses. Oh, it wasn't that bad. Oh, he just fell on my face. Oh, yeah, she just texts so much because she likes me. The projection from the victim is normalizing the abuser's behavior with kind of the "this is fine" rhetoric. And they have to have this to stay there. There would be arguments about this, but in my mind, I think that gaslighting is probably one of the most neurologically detrimental abuse types or abuse vehicles that we're going to discuss. Over long periods of time, you end up with victims where their sense of reality has been so twisted that they have had every single defense taken away from them. They're basically neurological slaves. So I'm going to give you an example of progression, and I just wanted to make sure that everybody's aware this is not from my data. I literally made this one up. What the fuck? How dare you say I hate you? I barely grazed your face. What the hell is wrong with you? I'm afraid of you. You're the one that ran in here screaming. You're the one that put me in a corner. I never even did that. Now, as somebody that has been around the table with people that make up false realities, you know that arguing with this is insane. There's no point. Like, there will never be a resolution. Like, these people literally will twist whatever you say into something malicious. Like, you just give up. Like, you just give up at some point. Like, logic never enters the game. Now, at some point in your relationship, you will start to give in to not have a war at home. You will give in part of your reality to like let them have their lie in certain places, because if you raise your hand at every lie, it's like a war every day. So you are participating in your reality warping a little bit at first. And you hold on to this little point in your head. You're like, I'll just give him this one. And you're holding on to the truth in the back of your head that you're like, no, he's wrong. I'm right. Right? And then it happens again. And then it happens again, and then it happens again, and that little piece in your head starts to get weaker and weaker. In the end, like gaslighting over a long period of time, you end up with this little cloud of a human that has absolutely no defenses. And there are many real-time examples.
I have really bad OCD, and okay. I was just cleaning.
I was never allowed to get angry in my life, like in my family home. I wasn't allowed to be pissed off, and I'm not allowed to be pissed off now. That's why I don't have a family. But parents don't equate that to the same thing. Like if you take your anger away from your kid, you're going to make a defenseless little abuse tot that's going to be treated like this later, but that's basically what it is. I had to find my anger later. I had locked her away. She's a different beast.